Crypto.com, symbol CRO. What you need to know in order to potentially help your money grow. What up, you got Mr. Smith, and in this video I want to talk to you about Crypto.com, a catalyst that's en route that can definitely help you. Depending on when you're watching this video, it may help you even more, but who knows? No financial advice, just come in with an educational video that can position you to possibly grow from it if you do not know already. So that being said, Crypto.com is something that I wish I would have jumped in earlier because I knew about it before it started making its climbs. And the reason why I knew about it is because their marketing has been strong. They've been investing a lot of advertising dollars. So I knew their commercial almost by heart, which was a reason to invest in it. Because it's like, okay, if they're putting a lot of money into growing this thing, then it's a good chance that it's going to be worth something at some point. And lo and behold, it definitely was. And when I jumped on board, it was, 10 times what it was when I knew about it initially. But hey, that's my L. That being said, here's the coin market cap website of CRO, and basically this is the site I use to do my due diligence, look at the stock, the prices of the coin, etc., and determine how I want to navigate in this area. It's currently trading at 53 cents. I believe when I got into it, it was under 50. It was under 50 cents for sure, or right at it. But it's definitely making some climbs. But I want to tell you about this before it goes to what it can go to, because it's right around the corner, if you understand what I mean. So right now, this is the day chart. On the day, the 7-day chart, how we looking? A little bit of more down than up. Over the month, it's been going down. The high for the month was around, about 94, give or take. 3 month, big things have happened. See, if I would have jumped in right here, because I knew about it well before then, and if is always one of those words, but you can see it was under 20 cents. It would have been more than doubling the money, because I'm sure it has found a new low other than going back here. It can, don't get me wrong, but I don't know. I don't know if it will. So that being said, that's the 3 month. I always like to zoom out, because when you look short term, you don't know what to expect. So here lets you know the duration from year to date. Then you look at the all, you kind of see another story. It paints another picture, and you'll determine whether or not this is a good place to buy. Or if you think it might come back down here, you determine. I personally think now is a good time to buy. I actually bought some more yesterday because of what I'm about to tell you. So that being said, let's talk about it. Now, if you don't know about Crypto.com and what they have in the pipeline, this is their Twitter. And as you can see, their cover photo here shows Crypto.com Arena. So basically they won the bid, or whatever had to take place in order for Crypto.com to be the brand, the logo on the Staples Center. That's the home of the Lakers, the home of the LA Clippers, and the home of many different events that take place. The home of many events that have hit the news and hit headlines. It's the home. So imagine all of the things that's taking place. And now instead of them saying at the Staples Center, they're saying at the Crypto.com Arena. Imagine the publicity that can come from there. So I know a lot of people will end up tapping into the actual platform to buy their crypto from Crypto.com. But those who hold on to CRO might also grow as well. So understand the power in that. Now, that announcement took place, I believe, late November, and I'll get into details on it. However, what I'm telling you is the actual transition is set for Christmas Day. So depending on when you're watching this video, and share this with somebody else who you feel may benefit, because a lot of times you have people that and they're into crypto and they just don't understand it. Sometimes it takes a catalyst in order to grow the crypto. The crypto typically doesn't grow unless they have something new or bright, or something that, shows a positive future or a bright future. That is what helps that crypto to grow. That is what helps that crypto to multiply. So this being said, this could be something that you can tap into and possibly get in, because once it changes the name to Crypto.com, we might not see these prices. But if we do, then, definitely understand that the media associated with Crypto.com being the title of that center, of that arena, definitely still gives you some time to invest in it. But share this with somebody who you feel may benefit. Consider liking and subscribing. And like I stated, if you want more cash flow to buy more crypto, that link is down below. Let's read this article though. Crypto.com coin holders. Market calendars for December the 25th. This is a catalyst, basically something that is a possible initiator of some upward movement in this particular crypto. So Crypto.com's KuCoin is printed is primed for a price boom as the Crypto.com arena's debut approaches. Crypto.com holders have had a pleasant end to their year. The Crypto.com exchange token turned out to be a favorite arbitrage play thanks to some savvy marketing schemes by the platform. They call it schemes, but hey, strategy, whatever you want to call it. And coming in the tail end of this week could be by far the biggest of these catalysts. Crypto.com will be the face of a major piece of sports iconography. I say it right this time. The Crypto.com exchange has been picking up some serious slack in effort to win the favor of Americans. Of course, a whole group of exchange players have been trying to infiltrate the mainstream Coinbase coin, which is the most well-known platform due to a large part of its status as the only exchange stock sold on the Wall Street. So with Coinbase being sold on Wall Street, it definitely has a lot of notoriety. That being said, Crypto.com is somewhat of a competitor. However, you can use both. It's not for you to determine which one will win. It's for you to determine how can you win leveraging what it is that they're doing. So that being said, let's proceed. Say others have taken more creative means to increase exposure to the American audience. Most notably, these exchanges are making their way to the mainstream audience through professional sports. So a lot of them are collabing with professional sports, including Coinbase. They partner with people like Tom Brady and the NBA and things of that nature. But Crypto.com coin holds one last major catalyst in its hand for 2021. It's quite impressive that crypto exchanges have struck up these major partnerships, especially considering that they were born all this year. But Crypto.com coin might have all these partnerships beat with its newest deal, which goes into effect on Christmas Day. Earlier in the fall, Crypto.com made waves with this primetime television campaign. The commercials are notable for their new spokesperson, Matt Damon. But very shortly after that, the exchange made some news that was even larger. Such large news that it even had people polarized. I know when I found out about it, I was like, uh-oh. Make note of this. Crypto is here to stay. Do two things like this. News broke in mid-November that Crypto.com would be the face of hallowed ground for basketball. The legendary Staples Center, home of the Lakers and Clippers, will become Crypto.com Arena. The name change will be the first ever for the arena, which has housed the NBA Giants as well as NHL and WNBA teams for the last 2 decades, the last 2 years, the first name change that they're going through. That's pretty significant. Not to sell you on CRO, because I don't get anything when you invest in CRO. However, if you decide to and you actually get a rate of return because of something like this video, then I celebrate. I celebrate with you. So that being said, consider it. The news certainly caught the mainstream attention. Many were unfazed by the name change, but some were slow to adopt the change. Given the Staples Center's rich history, Crypto.com coin, on the other hand, had no problems booming in popularity. The announcement preceded a 350% gain for CRO because it definitely did. And I got in partially after that game, to be quite honest with you. After that game. So yes, I bought somewhat of their high, but not when it was at 90 cents. When it came back down to about 50 cents, I was in there. So that being said, but this could definitely still have a lot of room to grow. Just think about the things that could take place in the arena. Think about if they start utilizing the crypto in the arena, making exchanges. Not sure if they will make it or if it will serve them to run above the dollar, but hey, it may, because they can always fractionalize certain purchases. If you're spending inside of the arena using Crypto.com or using their app, they can definitely leverage the power of Crypto.com and CRO as a whole. So think about how they can create their own ecosystem in just one arena. We're not even talking about the nation or the state itself. We're talking about in one arena. Think about the mass adoption that may take place just off of that alone. And do you want to have your hands in on that mass adoption? That being said, those games are expected to continue also and soon. The name change will take effect Christmas Day. And with the Lakers set to play the Brooklyn Nets on the same day, there will be a lot of eyes on the newly named arena and CRO as well. So it's a lot of attention that's going to come. And you got to understand, attention is where wealth is created in many cases. It's the attention that we have on certain platforms, certain industries, certain entities, certain crypto that gives us its value, creates a more high demand. And if that demand is there, then the price increases. And when the price increases, you stand to gain. So that being said, hopefully this has served you well. You let me know what you think about CRO. Share this with somebody else who you feel may benefit, who may not already be in CRO prior to December 25th. And this may be considered to be a Christmas gift, because they can possibly take a certain amount of money that they would have spent somewhere else and investing in something and multiply. Or just consider how much you might have spent on Christmas if you celebrate. And you say, you know what? I spent $500 on Christmas. Let me at least invest that and get the money back that I spent on Christmas if it tends to do a double up. Not a guarantee, but just something to possibly consider. Like I stated below, click the link so you can get access to the free video where it goes over how to increase your cash flow so you can buy more crypto, because it's 5 streams of cash flow that you may be leaving on the table that can be used to build your wealth. That being said, check out the free video. Until I see you on the next one, that's all I got. Mr. Smith signing out. Salute.